Hey beautiful friend, what if I told you there is one crochet technique that is going to make you look like a crochet expert even if you've never worked anything more complicated than basic crochet stitches? This is the Tartan Cardigan by Elizabeth Carr, and it uses the beautiful tapestry crochet technique, which you're gonna know how to work by the end of this video. And it looks incredibly complex, but it is actually shockingly simple. So what actually is tapestry crochet? It is a really creative way of creating all kinds of beautiful colorwork designs in your crochet projects. And instead of having to cut and weave in a million ends, you actually carry your unused yarns with you as you crochet your rows. So you end up with beautiful stitches, beautiful designs with a clean finish. This beautiful tartan pattern looks like it would be incredibly complex to master, but actually tapestry crochet is one of the easiest ways to introduce color work into your project. You're literally just working basic crochet stitches and working over the yarns that you're not using. So it's super fun and I can't wait to show you how to do it. This tartan cardigan is a wonderful project to practice your tapestry crochet. First, it's constructed in 3 simple panels, so there's no complicated shaping while you're learning this technique. You make your panels, you seam them together, and then you add your sleeves directly into the armholes. Second, look at this pattern repeat. Each square is 15 stitches by 14 rows and is 4 inches. So if you need to adjust the size, the math is incredibly straightforward. The pattern even tells you how much extra yarn that you're gonna need, just 16 yards per square, so there's no guessing. To make this amazing tartan cardigan, we use our hand-dyed Wishglow Sport yarn for the lighter version in colors Coconut Cream, Clary Sage, and Galene. It is so dreamy, silky, and soft. This yarn base has completely stolen my heart. It's a 50-50 blend of superwash merino wool and silk, and it will make all of your yarn dreams come true. And if you prefer more of a matte finish, we use this gorgeous Mirage Sport yarn for the warm toned version. This yarn is a soft and luxurious blend of superwash merino wool, camel, cashmere, and silk. It is so delicious, and the colors are a kit called Nesting Hues. The yarn and the pattern are available over at expressionfiberarts.com. While you're there, make sure that you sign up for email and text updates for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. I am going to be giving away 2 skeins each of these Wishglow Sport yarns and 2 sets of the Nesting Hues to someone else. So if you would love to enter, just make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and comment the word tapestry below. And now for the moment that you've been waiting for, let me show you exactly how tapestry crochet works. To get started, I'm gonna work a chain of 13. I'm gonna be making a little miniature version today, as I usually do, so feel free to practice along if you like. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. To begin, I'm going to skip this first chain and go ahead and work a half double crochet into the second chain. And we're going to work 3 more half double crochets in the blue. You will have more for the actual piece. Work another half double crochet. Work a 3rd one. Now for the 4th one, which is our final one for our little blue section we're working here, go ahead and start your half double crochet. But before you do your final pull through, we're going to grab our next color and do our final pull through with that. So you can see we've got 4 half double crochets in the blue, and we're all set up with the yellow to start our yellow section. We're going to work 4 more half double crochets, and what we're going to do is grab the blue and work around that. So we're capturing it in our stitches. Yarn over, and we're going to work 4 half double crochets in the yellow, capturing the blue as we do so. 1, 2, 3, and then for this final one, go ahead and start your half double crochet, but before you do your final pull through, drop that, and we're going to pick up our next color, which is blue, and do the final pull through in the blue. So we've completed our yellow section in yellow, and we're all set up to start the remainder of our row with the blue. And again, so this time we don't need to carry the yellow, we're just going to leave it because we're just finishing off the end of this row. So I'm going to work 4 half double crochets, and that will complete this first row. 3 and 4. And you can see how cute that looks already. Let's go ahead and work back across this row. I'm going to chain 1. You're going to start with a half double crochet into the first stitch and into each of these blue stitches. There's 3, and remember, when you get to the final stitch of your section, start your stitch, but don't finish it. We're going to finish it with the yellow. So go ahead and do the final pull through with the yellow. Now as you're working the yellow, remember to hold your blue so you carry it across with you. Now you work your 4 half double crochets in the yellow, or whatever color that you're using. 2, 3, and you start the final stitch of the yellow section, but don't finish it. Go ahead and drop that. I'm going to pull it here to the back side, so this is the wrong side where you want to keep all your loosey-goosey ends. Go ahead and finish the yellow section with the blue, and it makes a nice clean look. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish the row with 4 half double crochets in the blue. 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go ahead and turn, and we're going to work back across. So this is our right side. I just like to keep ends and all of that on the wrong side so that the front side is staying nice and clean. Let's work it again. Chain 1, work your 4 half double crochets in the blue, 2, 3, work your final stitch, finishing it with your new color. And then as you pull your colors along for these middle parts of your rows, make sure you capture your yarn. We're going to work 4 more half double crochets, finishing off the final stitch of the yellow section with the blue. And I'm going to drop the yellow to the back, and then we'll finish off the row with 4 half double crochets in the blue. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can already see we're starting to get our little square shapes. Here's the front side, here's the back side. So this is the basic tapestry crochet technique, and you can work it just like this and make the entire pattern. I did want to point out, depending on which yarn you're using and your gauge, sometimes if you find that you're able to see the color that you're pulling along, I wanted to show you another little technique that can help to minimize that. Since we have little squares already, I'm going to go ahead and switch now to the yellow so we can build a yellow block on top of the blue and a blue on top of the yellow, etc. We're going to go ahead and start the same way with the chain 1, working our 4 half double crochets in this color now. 2, 3, and we're going to start that final stitch of this section, but then we're going to pick up our new color and finish off the final stitch of that section with our new color. So here's a technique you can do if you would like to try it. We're going to actually float our color every other stitch. So we're working with our blue, but we're going to float the yellow. So I'm going to capture the yellow in that first stitch with a half double crochet, and then release the yellow, and we're going to float it here on the back side behind the next stitch. So work your next half double crochet just like normal, then grab the yellow again, work the next stitch by grabbing the yellow, so you have a little float. So this is the back side, so it doesn't matter. And then drop it. Go ahead and work your next stitch like normal, but of course this is the final stitch of this section, so then we need to grab the yellow to finish off the final stitch. And you would finish off this row when you get to the end by working your half double crochets. And that's what that looks like. And then here's what that looks like on the right side. Start with your chain 1 and your 4 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, starting that fourth one, but then grab your blue to finish it off. So this is the right side, so we don't want any floats on the right side, so you're just going to keep them on the back. We'll grab our yellow with our first stitch, then go ahead and drop it and work your next stitch just like normal, not grabbing the yellow. Then grab the yellow again and work around it for that third stitch, and then drop it and work just a normal stitch, remembering to finish off that final stitch of the blue section with the yellow, and then continue on with your half double crochets in this color. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I've gone ahead and chained one. I'm going to turn. Let me do it one more time so you can really see what this looks like when you have a few rows. We start with our 4 half double crochets, 3, grab your blue, 4. Now we grab our yellow on the first stitch, release it for the second stitch, grab it for that third stitch, release it, and this is the final stitch. So bring your blue to the back side here, finish off that little blue section with the yellow, and then work your yellow stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see we're getting our little plaid design going. Here's the front side, and here's the back side showing the 2 different techniques. This technique does have little floats on the back. On the front, they look pretty much the same. The only reason I would recommend trying the float method is if you can see that color that you're pulling through. Like if you have a looser gauge, sometimes you'll be able to see it like that. On this version, you can't. But if you want to give that a try, just depending on the yarn you're using, it's just another option for you. But this first way is the main way to tapestry crochet. Once you've mastered the tapestry crochet technique I just showed you, the construction of this design is very straightforward. As I said, you're going to make 3 panels following the chart, 2 for the front, 1 for the back, and you're going to seam them up, leaving space for your armholes. Then you work the sleeves directly from the armholes. Simple, satisfying construction. And here's what I would love for you to remember. This technique that looks so intimidating, you can absolutely master it. It is easier than you think. The key is just working 1 stitch at a time, following the pattern, and trusting the process. If this video inspired you to try tapestry crochet, I would love to see your beautiful tartan cardigan. Tag us on social media with your tartan cardigan. I love seeing your beautiful work. And don't forget to grab this pattern and the yarn. We'll put the links below for you. Thanks for crocheting with me today, my beautiful friend, and I will see you in the next video with another new design. Bye!